Hi everybody, welcome to the WonderBasement. I am going to quickly check my, make sure that everything's going right. I have my earbuds in today, so I am, my husband's in a meeting, so if you hear him, that's who's talking in the background. Hope y'all are having a great day. Uh, it's a little cold today. When I look out this way, I'm looking out my basement, and so I see all the snow and the weather. I kind of like having this walkout because it's good to have daylight during the day. If you are in here, tell me hello. Where are you from? What you doing? I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna show you what's going on with the with our class that's coming up. The deadline to order is February the 10th, and it's the Fragrant Layers Card class, and we are working with, I'm going to swap the cameras down here so you can see this. We are working, Susan and I working with the photopolymer Fragrant Layers stamps and the Fragrant Layer dies. Hey Susan. I don't know if my earbuds are, I don't know. I've got my earbuds in, so I'm not sure if I'm hearing, if it's connected to my computer or my phone. But anyway, you can hear me, right? So this is the featured stamp bundle. You can buy this bundle and get it at 17% off. I'm going to put a link in the comments where you can go and order the class. It is at Susan's website, stampcreatively.com. And what you will get in the class, you are going to get a half a pack of cardstock. And it is so pretty. This is the Splash of Sparkles. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to work with this today. And it's got silver and holographic and gold on one side, one of those three, and then it's got some really pretty intense colors on the other side. And then we have the shimmer paper. It's like a frosted deliciousness in this beautiful pink lemon lolly, and I'm guessing that's a pool party color, and it is the same on both sides, and it appears like that goes all the way through the paper. So you get a half a pack of cardstock of each of those, and you will receive a spool of the mesh ribbon, the gold striped ribbon. It is stunningly beautiful. I thought I had one open, but anyway, it's beautiful. We've been talking about it all month. And so the card I'm going to show you how to do today is simple, but it is so fun, and it's so bright, cheery, happy. Look how cute that ribbon is on there. There, you can see it up close. And all of these dies are in this set. There are, let's see, there are 13 dies, and these are just, now you will need to order the, if you want the stamp set and dies, you need to order that. We will send you all the die cuts you would use to make the card. For example, we could send you we'll send you two, you'll get 4 different designs, 2 of each packs, and then you are going to be able to, we'll send you the die cuts, and then we will send you the, like I'll send you this flower cut, but I can't stamp the image. That's the only thing that we cannot do. And then if any embellishments that you use or that we use, we'll also include that. These are the Moody Palette Glossy Dots, and I thought last week I I put those in our bundle, but they are not in our bundle. If you want them, let us know and we can get them for you. But these would just come extra in your pack. Excuse me. So let's get started. And I'm going to take some Daffodil Delight. And I've just cut this in half, long ways, so it's 11 by 4 1/4. Use my little bone folder here. Make a nice crisp. I didn't actually score it. Usually I score it with my paper trimmer, but I didn't do that today. But now I'm going to need my paper trimmer because I'm going to cut. Now when you get these, this pack of paper, you will get, you'll get a half a sheet, or it'll be cut in half. You'll get 2 of these. And so you can use whatever color piece you want. I just happen to use, I'm going to use this piece. And actually you can see it doesn't have any of the edges on it. So that's fine. It's going to all work. It'll be still really pretty. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have to turn my trimmer upside down. I don't know why. It's because I'm right-handed and I use this measure down here. It's easier for me. Love our paper trimmers. So we are going to have, that's going to go on our card front. And then got some white, basic white cardstock that I am going to stamp. And I pulled the colors that I'm using from all of our papers. They will come with, they will show you right here what colors are actually in the paper packs. So that's how I start designing everything. I just take out, I mean, maybe not all of them. Sometimes I do. I take all the paper out because I like to see what I have to work with. But that's how I picked the inks for this. And sometimes you'll be surprised because Stampin' Up! Is really great about putting some cool colors together. And this is a 2-step stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the detail of my stamp down first, and I'm going to use Timid Tiger. It's one of our new colors this year. And I'm just going to lay this down. And our photopolymer stamps, that's what we have gone to at Stampin' Up. We no longer have any rubber stamps. So sometimes if you put this down and you have a hard time, if you have a squishy surface, this table is pretty hard, but if you have a squishy surface or a plastic table, sometimes you won't get this stamped image in the center. So what you need to do is you need to have one of our Stampin' mats, or even a piece of fun foam will work, but this is our Stampin' mat. You can get that. They're very inexpensive. And you just lay this down, and that will help you get a perfect image every single time. Then I'm going to take the Pretty in Pink, and I'm just going to ink my 2-step part of this up. And then I'm just going to lay this over the stamped image, just like this. And with the photopolymer, it makes it so easy. Okay, and now I am going to take a little bit of, I think this is Lemon Lolly. Let me get my Daffodil Delight. Hang on just a second. You can never find a blend when you need one. Oh, look at that. Is that? Well, hot diggity. It's very hard to tell the difference between the two. But this one is the Daffodil Delight, and that's in the paper. I'm going to use the light one to start out with. And I happen to have a new light one. And I'm just going to color the inside of my flowers. with the light. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow on the centers. I can already tell this is going to look a little different because every time I color with my blends, things come out differently, but that's okay. Put a little more dark in there. I just like the orange and the pink blending together. Put a little bit in here. And the die is not going to cut out the whole, the leaves on this. It's just going to cut out the flowers. So I got to get it right. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run this through my cut and emboss machine. Which is a tool that I cannot live without. It's absolutely a necessity in my book for card making, scrapbooking, anything. And you can tell I use it a lot because my plates are just always, they always look like this. I get new ones and like in 3 days they look bad. But that's okay, that they're consumable. That's what the way they're supposed to do, because they take the cut of the die into the plastic, so it tends to wear them out over time. So I'm going to push this through. Let me turn it this way. You have to have a little bit of leverage so that you can get a good run. All right. Now you can see it cut out the leaves, but that's okay because this is kind of a minimalist card. Couldn't get that out. I'm going to poke those centers out, but I'm going to leave them right here because I'm going to use them on my card. Pull this out. Look how pretty that is. And what this die does, it cuts out the edge, and then it also gives you some, I don't know if you can see the where it cuts some detail into the petals. Now, wait, I just had my, you can also take your bone folder and give this a little, just kind of run it over gently. Do it gently. It is really pretty. Kind of looks like a hibiscus, I think. So what I'm going to do, when I did that, this is why I like to score my cards, because when I do it with just the bone folder, I tend to get uneven edges, and that drives me crazy. So I'm just going to fix this real quick. It's funny what idiosyncrasies that different crafters have. I've noticed it though. Everybody has their thing that bugs them to death, or that they can live with. They can live with dirty stamps, or they can't, or things like that. It's funny. All right, so what I'm going to do is just glue this piece down. I just use some seal. Look how pretty that is. I mean, that's a pretty side too. It's hard to go back and forth. It's hard to use both pretty sides. They should make one side ugly and the other side really beautiful. Okay, so now I am gonna put this down, and you can see that I'm opening it a vertical way so that it's going to be a horizontal card. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals. Oops. And I'm going to put them in places that they won't show through. But it will adhere it nicely. And then I'm just going to set this on my card. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little guys and I'm going to put a tiny bit of, you could use a glue dot, I'm just using some seal and put a little bit of adhesive on that, and then I'm going to puzzle piece them back into the centers and push them down onto the card flat. Oops. So just, I don't think I puzzle pieced that very well. Let me try that again. This is such a sunshiny card. The sun actually just came out here, which is nice. So I'm going to puzzle piece that down. Pull this up a little bit. Hi, Carla. Actually, I feel like I need to, I think I'm going to put a little dot, another dimensional right here, because I like that up. I'm going to take these two little guys. And when you order our class, you're also going to get videos similar to this one. Susan does her videos on Monday. I do mine on Friday. We do one together on Wednesday. And what you will get with each of your card designs is that you're going to get a video that's going to walk you through exactly how we put them together. So you won't be left wondering what to do. If you don't order the stamps, that was the other thing. If you don't order this particular stamps, you could always just color this with whatever you have, and then draw some lines on the flowers to look like the die cuts. But you can use whatever stamps you have if you don't want to get this particular set. But a lot of times we do techniques, we do fun little tips and tricks. We want to make your crafting fun. Oh yeah, that's on the live. You can tell how great I am at spatial puzzle piecing. So, okay, so we got those on there. And then, where did my label go? Where did she go? I just had it. But you know, sometimes you lose things. So I'm just going to cut another one. I'm sure it's sitting here right under something I just put down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some white cardstock. I'm just going to run this through real quick, this label. I'm going to run this at a, just so you can see it, I'm going to run it at an angle, because when you have straight dies like this, if you run it through like this, it's going to start curving your dies. See how that's just a little bit curved? And you don't want to, we don't really want that. And if you put it at an angle, it'll just feed it through. It won't be quite so like poppy when it goes through, and it will save your dies. Oh shoot, the other thing that, oh, I already did that. Look what I found. I knew it was on the floor. Whoops. Glad Millie wasn't over there. That would have scared her to death. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, now I see this, with this end, this was white down here, so it had a little place for the hello. I see I have a glue dot here. I don't even know why that glue dot is there. But anyway, but this was on white. I'm not sure that it's going to show up here. Let's see what it does. But I'm just going to take some of my dimensionals and I'm going to trim a teeny tiny little piece of dimensional. Like I like to go down this edge. And then you can get some tiny pieces. Well, I guess I got some really tiny. That's not what I meant to do. Anyway, I'm just going to cut a little strip. And then I'm going to put one right here. And you won't be able to see it over my, when I put my embellishment on top of it. Yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful paper. And it's funny because I'm not even sick of it, even after working with it all month. Sometimes you get sick of certain things. You're like, see, that just flipped somewhere and I don't even know where it went. I tell you, I've been really tired this month of losing my scissors when they're sitting right in front of my nose. Okay, so I'm just going to tape this down the bottom. You know what? I realized I put it on the wrong side, guys. It's very hard to tell sometimes which side is the right side until you go to put it down. You're like, whoa, that's the back. So we're going to set this down like this. And we are going to take some of this beautiful gold ribbon. And I'm just going to cut off a little tiny piece of it. I'm going to just wrap this. I think I'm going to put it down here. And when you're wrapping your ribbon around something that a little tiny piece of paper, you just don't want to pull it super tight because there's a high likelihood of you going to tear your paper. So just gently kind of get it where you want it. I'm going to just put some little ends on it, that. And I am going to be using these Moody Dots. I think this is, I think that we got this from the virtual card making class that Stampin' Up! Just had. Susan and I did that. I've still got to make my cards, but these are beautiful. They're so pretty. They're available now. And then I'm just going to pick one of these up. I like them because they are flat right on the edge, and so they kind of look like they're part of the paper. And these white ones you could color any color you would like. And then I need to grab my stamp. And these are all the different sayings in this stamp set. Another thing I want to mention real quick, when you place a $75 order, Stampin' Up! Is offering a Product of the Month Club, and this is the stamp set for that. So this is a great sentiment card making kit for $5 when you spend $75. So I just wanted to mention that. It's going to be different each month, and they're available until they sell out of them. So let's see. I think I'm going to do my hello. And now I'm going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp it with my Timid Tiger again. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, and then I'm just going to, now on the first card I did it over here. Yeah, I wondered if the metallic on this was going to, I still kind of like it. Now, when you're stamping on the metallic, one of the things, you can stamp on that paper, but then you also might want to just go over it so it rubs. So it kind of looks, the hello just went behind. Did you look how that went? See how the hello looks like it's behind the metallic? So I'm going to fix that so that it's a little brighter. So this piece is the piece that comes out of this frame. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put hello. this so that it looks like it's going off the ends. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to puzzle piece this underneath here. Just like I did on the flower centers. Look at that. And just like that, you have a really cute and simple card. What do you think, guys? I am going to show you some cards we made. We got together yesterday, Lisa, Susan, and I. On Wednesday, we showed you some of the new March product. So anyway, I'm going to put the link. I've got the link in the comments for the Stamp Creatively and WonderBasement online card club. And it's featuring the Fragrant Layers. And you will get 4, in addition to a half a pack of cardstock of 2 different cardstocks, a bolt of this beautiful gold striped ribbon, and you can also order the Fragrant Layer dies and stamps individually. Like, you can add on that, and it will be the cost that it is in the catalog or online. I guess it's not in the catalog. And then you can also, there's an add-on of the embossing folder. And Susan, what am I forgetting? Oh, and you're going to get 4 different styles of cards, enough to make 2 each of each design. And you will also get the videos. It is a really fun class. You're not going to be disappointed in this card class, I promise you. So we did an unboxing of the things that I got from the March pre-order. This was the jelly jar set, and I made this yesterday morning, and I was like, I needed a swap because we got together and we do template swaps. There are templates that Stampin' Up! Gives us, and so this was just one of them. Actually, I kind of made this one up. No, it was the other one I made up. This one is, actually, it's just a circle with a little sentiment on it. But look how cute. This is the luminous paper. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the shimmer paper that you're gonna get. It's like, oh, not that. I just had it. It's like this, only it's silver. So it's all the way through. I stamped with a StazOn on window sheet and just attached it, and it's got this spoon that you can put in it. Now I think you can make the jar open. I was just doing it super fast, but this daisy embossing folder too is adorable. This ribbon, it's just really a fun set. And then Susan made these from one of the other featured bundles. It might be 2, but aren't these gorgeous? This Nature's paper, you need to look at that in the mini catalog if you haven't seen it. It comes in these 2 colors, and it's almost like a mulberry paper. It's very textural and natural, so I think you really like them. And I think Sherry did this one. How fun is this? And look, it's got a little spinner on it. So fun. And I love a good collage class. She also did this one. This one was one from this is from the mini, and just a fun little basket, and you can actually weave your basket in. Then Lisa did this one. How cute is this little guy? Isn't that adorable? The little ladybug. It's really, really pretty. And then this is another one that Lisa came up with. How cute. I love these fun folds, but I love them, but I'm not very good at coming up with different ones. This is the vellum on the paper. I mean, not vellum, but the washi tape, and then cut out on just paper. And this rickrack is adorable. So I hope you've enjoyed the things I've shown you today, especially the, the fun hello card with this beautiful splashes of sparkle. I think that's what it's called. I swear I cannot get these names right. There's splashes of sparkle, sparkle of splashles. It is splash of sparkles. So anyway, I hope you have a terrific afternoon and weekend, and stay warm and enjoy the sunshine. Find yourself a sunbeam and do some crafting. Bye, guys.